Yeah, so my name is Stefan Klauser. I'm in charge of the second generation of future ICT. I lead this project, and Mark here is the PhD student for distributed lecture technology at ICT group. We'll give you an introduction to our project, which we call Finance for the Decentralized Participatory Path to Sustainability. Just very briefly about the background. This is the global risk interconnections map from the WF. And it says that in the center of the risks we have things like profound social instability and failure of climate change mitigation and adaptation, and also linked to that large-scale involuntary migration. And we could say there's probably a common root, which is the lack of sustainability. I don't go into details here. We have seen that already with Dirk before. What we face here is the problem of a misalignment of goals and incentive structures. So if there is anything like global goals, we could say it's the Sustainable Development Goals and the Paris Agreement. They kind of hardly translate into individual incentives. If you see this example, for example, just a snapshot from Lyon to Madrid on July 8th, it's by far the cheapest and quickest to take the plane as compared to other means of transportation like train or car. Usually we go about this in a top-down way. We just try to regulate it. We say, okay, what we need is more rules, more taxation, and similar things, which is fine. That's just one way to do it, but it very clearly shows that this is not the only thing that we have to do, or it's just not sufficient. Because if you look at this rating here from the Climate Action Tracker in 2017, they rated all the G20 nations in terms of their intended national determined contribution towards the 2 degrees goals and the current policy rating, and almost all of them rank between insufficient and critically insufficient in what they're doing. There's only one country which seems to be compatible at this point, which is India, which can be surprising to people that have been in India, because the air quality, especially in many cities, is pretty bad. But this is about what they plan to do and how determined they are, and India seems to be the forefront at the moment. The question that we ask ourselves is this enough, and is it suitable for the level of complexity that we face? This is a different graph just to show this current discussions. This is the percentage of emissions that is not covered by a carbon tax of at least $30 per CO2 ton. And in Switzerland, we have only 27% that is not covered, and ranging up to Russia with 100%. And on the right side, you have the CO2 emissions, and it's kind of difficult to relate these graphs to each other. So it doesn't automatically say that if you have higher CO2 taxes, that the emissions are going to be lower. So what else can you do? We sat together in the consortium, which is the Future ICT2 consortium, with members from Italy, France, Estonia, Romania, Belgium, Latvia, and Switzerland. It's coordinated in Rome with the CNR, and we're let's say, the main research node. What we try to do is exactly what Jeroen has described before. We try to implement a technological project, this computer science project, a very applied project, and constantly relating it to value discussions and ethics. So we said the new option, we call it Finance 4, and it's really about a new framework with multiple currencies that represent various environmental, social, and other kinds of values and costs, which is like incorporated in the design of the platform. It's about decentralized currencies, it's about measuring things through the Internet of Things and Sensor, and community-based incentives, which basically means it's a distributed system which is not centralized. This is how it looks like in a schematic graph. You have communities. They want you to do what we call positive actions. You have users that submit proofs and get tokens for it. I have a short video that I would like to show you about this, just to give you a clear idea of what we mean with that.
Our values often seem to be detached from our daily choices. For example, biking to work is a choice that benefits a few communities. Your boss might be happy because you're healthier, and the company has lower costs for providing parking space. Your city has fewer problems with commuter traffic and improved air quality. And because you don't need to fill up your tank, you're helping to reduce the global consumption of fossil fuels. Or let's say you only buy clothing from socially sustainable sources, where employers pay their staffs a living wage and foster a healthy work environment. In reality, many people choose to drive to work, and many prefer to buy cheap clothes from employers who exploit their workforces. Local and global values do not easily translate into individual incentives. But every day, many people and communities do actually make vital contributions towards achieving common human goals in the realms of environmental sustainability, health and care work, social integration, education, and beyond. It's just that our current economic system is so bad at valuing these social goods and services. Shouldn't it be easier to value these kinds of contributions? Imagine a new system, which we call Finance 4.0. in which interest groups and communities could define positive actions and reward people who carry them out. These rewards would take the form of a variety of digital currencies which would represent different shared values. Imagine if you could collect ecology coins and health coins for your morning bike rides, and sustainability coins for buying fair clothes. You could then use your coins to access rewards that the communities choose, such as a free bike service or discounts. In this way, we can build a decentralized system of incentives that empowers everyone to make everyday choices that benefit our world.
So, principle, this is pretty straightforward, but if you look at it in a, let's say, more thorough way, you find a lot of questions that are linked to this, either research questions or ethical questions or both, and we started to try to go through many of them, and it's kind of unrealistic that we cover everything in the 3 years that we work on that project, but we want to cover as much as we can. And we started with taxonomy of distributed ledger systems. We're looking into certain aspects of behavioral economics. For example, Mark, in his PhD thesis, his work is really looking at what kind of different effects can multiple levels of incentives have on people's willingness to contribute to a common good. Then we're looking at the cryptoeconomic design, default proof mechanisms. How can I actually prove that I did something? We ran a series of workshops about it. And we're looking at governance and ID questions. How can this be linked to reputation, to self-sovereign digital ID? How does the governance need to look? A series of requirements that we discussed, and this is a very interesting topic, because when we had these sessions discussing about the requirements, which is in principle an engineering point of view that you cover there, we really figured out that it's not that easy if you start to talk about values and ethics behind it. It took us something like 24, 25 hours to come up with a list of 40 simple sentences of what this system should be able to do. So it's really a lot of reasoning behind the end. Then we're working on several use cases and user interface for sure. So you often have this common denominator, which is the ethics. This is a picture from a recent workshop we had in ethics. This is a group here in Zurich. They do actually kind of consulting for startups, but also for other projects, and you really look at how can you implement new innovation, taking into account values and ethical considerations. And we, for the finance 4 system, we had two main values that were like on top of it again, and those were sustainability and individual freedom. And we said there is not one of them that is like above the other, but they should be on the same level. We cannot kind of compromise on one or the other. Otherwise, this is not what we foresee for Finance 4.0 to be. Then I just quickly mentioned use cases we currently work on. With WWF, we work on a project in Romania, applications, where it's really about incentivizing the local people to protect bisons and to also help them with some of the installations and to maintain them. And we have a second use case with the city of Zug and the KISS Foundation, which means keep it smart and simple. It's a time-banking scheme that will be implemented with our future ICT2 Finance 4 platform. We also offered a blockchain tool for sustainability. That's where we had 150 students from more than 25 countries participating this year, and they worked on 21 use cases. You can look them up online on our Future ICT2 website and GitHub. But just to mention one, the Team Bison, for example, they, in 2 days, which is kind of amazing, they came up with a web app and linked this to the Ethereum smart contracts that were even able to talk to our Finance 4 system so that we could have like this whole scheme implemented on our platform. We're having meetups as well that you can join. With Claudio, usually we organize them. And we also organized for the first time this year, starting in summer, Dirk has mentioned it already, the Climate City Cup pilot. You can find out more soon on climatecitycup.org or join one of our channels. It's really like about individuals. And people living in Zurich, for example, they can participate. They can actually get a sensor with the sensor you can measure the air quality in your neighborhood, and you can submit the data. You can also report on your commuting activities, and you can meet ups and try together figure out how can the situation be improved in the city, and there will be rankings with other cities around the world. So it's a pretty cool way to show that individual actions matter, and that we can actually even link them to our future ICT2 project. And save the date very quickly. The Future ICT2 Forum, the second one, will be on 18th and 19th of November here in Zurich. This is a very interactive, hands-on forum with workshops and everything. These are two pictures from workshop we had in our February event. And with that, I give the word to Mark to give you some more insights about the crypto economics, and then we'll try out the platform together.
Yes, thank you. Hello from my side. So in Finance 4, we're trying to enable communities to incentivize each other to perform actions which they value in the end. And we do this with crypto economics, so designing a crypto economic system. And for this we're using distributed ledger technology, also blockchain technology. I'm not so sure who knows how the blockchain system is working. Next one. Okay, so we make it just very brief. So this is how such a system looks like. So the people can perform actions. These actions are sent to a network, a consensus network. They take these actions, they check if everything is okay, and they write it to the distributed ledger. And the idea is that this process of writing to the ledger is in such a way designed that everyone can trust that these entries are not wrong. And this is also one aspect of this crypto economic design, to design this system in a way that people can trust it. But this is not all. So in particular, there also comes this aspect of tokens inside. So you probably heard from the media, so we have all these tokens, and they're also part of these crypto economic systems, and how do they add up with these other parts. And just to make it quick, we developed conceptual framework for that. So in particular, actors can perform actions. Yeah, so they do something, they send a Bitcoin transaction to someone else, and they pose this as a claim to the network, the consensus network. The writer takes it, they do some work, and they write it to this little ledger. And this writing to this little ledger usually triggers the creation of new token units, which are then awarded to the writer. And the question is, why should the writer do this work? Why should he spend energy, for example, on it? And the reason is these tokens actually have value, which we call underlying. And these values can lie on-chain or off-chain. For example, it could be the right to vote, or it could be maybe a commodity, maybe it gives you access to some gold or maybe computation power. And that's how such a system looks like. And now, and we have one example for the Ethereum blockchain. So what people can do here, they actually can write smart contracts like code. They can deploy it to the blockchain. So the writer states his claim of a smart contract, so write it to this ledger, and this writing gets incentivized by the creation of new tokens. And now, actually, where the value of these tokens come from is basically accessing computation power. So the actors, which originally puts the smart contract on the blockchain, in order to access it again, they actually need these tokens. So they go to the writers, they probably give them some fiat or some other goods, and they obtain these tokens. And now we have kind of a crypto economy. So we have a supply and demand. And what we are actually interested here in the group, and what we are doing is, what is actually if we extend this concept and we now not only incentivize this writing to the blockchain, but also the action themselves. And this could be, for example, something like planting a tree. So now we plant somewhere in the world a tree, something happens, and in the end, the one who planted the tree obtains some tokens. In order for this to work, actually these tokens have to be designed in a way that they are perceived valuable, and also have some other, like the design space is big, and investigating it and coming up with new layouts is the second take on this crypto economics. So people are concerned with how to design these tokens. And then of course also there are many of these tokens, and now one can go to the next layer and start designing the interaction mechanism between these tokens. And there are a lot of examples also already for this. And with that, I thought we demonstrate very briefly how we will actually demonstrate them.
Yes, so we have a very basic version of the platform available, and I would like you to take your mobile phones if you want to participate and type www.fin4.net. You can choose whatever kind of nickname you want and just start to create your own token. I will show you on the web, but you can already type www.fin4.net and choose the login. So you land here. Okay, and then you can.
So everyone can just perform the same steps. So go to the website, fin4.net, maybe with your phone or even with your laptop, if it's possible. And you can just enter a name and log in.
Exactly, then you click on the plus on the bottom, you can start creating your own token. You can just give it a name like happiness. You just choose a symbol, it's 3 letters like HPT, and the description, name, Dirk Helbing. Try to make Dirk happy. And get the HPT token. Then this you only have to check if it's actually connected to an IoT center
slide to point to the blockchain.
So now we have the happiness token here, for example, and everyone among you could just submit the proof that you made Dirk happy, and then we could issue the token for you as soon as it is accepted. So who has created a token? There is one, I see 2, 3 birds, don't kill a bird. We have house, smartness, high EQ means more fun, or do science because it's fun, right? So usually what you need here is like a short description also of what you need to submit as proof in order to get the token. But this is just for demonstration purposes. We have prepared something for you. We have the plants token, and somebody who's willing to kind of get one of the plants tokens could come here and help us water this plant. So who in the audience would want to earn a plant token? Somebody? Nobody?
Yeah, so actually the idea is now the following. So we have a sensor which is connected to this plant, and through a chip here, which is connected to the Wi-Fi network of my phone. It talks with
your phone. You need your phone.
You need to bring your phone and the Fin4 app open.
Because so, you need to kind of...
And so what Jan now has to do, he logs into the app. He's logged in. And now he goes to the token, water my plant, which is somewhere here. And now you can write something that you basically, that you do it. I water a plant. Yes, I'm sure. So currently, water my plant has like 5 tokens.
So we see here that the connection is alive, that the sensor is connected to the plant, to the system, and that as soon as we...
Okay, so
we have here...
So this is not a thing.
Since I do it right now, and here you see that there is no Ethereum sign here yet, so that means he hasn't got the token yet.
So you have to be careful not to spoil the trends.
Maybe you can go behind the desk.
Touch the center.
Okay.
A little more maybe. That doesn't
more.
Yet. It feels when there is enough water, so.
I think we have some demonstration issues.
I think it's the center. No, I have to do it. We poured that like
It was doing it from all the trials, I guess.
Needs to do it, okay, I see.
so I can go.
You can go.
So yeah.
Put the sensor in here.
Just put it somewhere else. How it works,
Yeah.
so yeah. So now we see here that we have the Ethereum transaction of this token. It has been created and it's live on a Brinkly testnet, and you can actually, as soon as it loaded, find the transaction here.
In the short time, it's this process.
And now when you go to in your phone, when you go on your wallet, which is this in here, then you should have one plant token. Water plant token. Can you verify that? got it, right?
Oh,
Cool. So here now it is here, we have the whole transactional Ethereum platform. So this was to show that in principle it's possible now to use the Internet of Things as a direct oracle and to this way incentivize positive actions in a completely distributed way, and you don't have to kind of share your data and your information with the central actor. So it's kind of anti-surveillance system for positive decentralized action for sustainability. That's it from our side. Thank you very much.
Any questions?
yes.
Why do they offer some token instead of offering like franc for someone to order their plans?
Yeah, there's a lot of discussions about whether one should financially incentivize positive actions, and usually the answer would be no, because you would want people to do this in terms of a need to do that, and we said, okay, maybe this is only because people usually look at financial incentivization, but we said now we have the possibility to have different kind of values that can be represented through these tokens, and that we want to come away from this feeling or thinking that everything has to be incentivized with money, right? So that you don't always only have this one dimension, but you have multi-dimensional incentives.
But you end up getting these tokens in order to use them to get some other services, which is what money is.
It's not just dollars or euros, it's many different kinds, right? So as if you had kind of 100 different bank accounts which you can only use for certain kind of things and not for everything. And we know that there are a lot of problems in the world, but not for every problem there's a good business model. And that's why these classical money-based incentivization schemes don't sufficiently work. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the sustainability problems that we're facing.
But then people incentivizing that will not solve the global problem, would it? Right? If I want a tree to be planted, if people want trees to be planted, then they can just pay taxes, right?
But who would plant it? I mean, that's the point. I mean, the reduction of forest areas is going on much faster when people plant trees. There are not enough workers to do it, so you have to distribute it over many more people.
It's also interesting to see that some of these tokens will mainly be collectibles, right? It's not everything gives you access to a certain service. It's also something that you just have like points in the game, or something that you want to have because I want to have these 3 tokens, for example.
Yeah. So how do you deal with the resolution problem? Right? Just think about the signaling that goes on in an anthill. It's not about just planting trees, right? If you get rid of like rainforests, you get rid of billions of interactions, and it's not putting the tree back that saves you. And so one of the key questions this boils down to is like, how about the system as a whole? To give you one example, there's one alternative incentive that goes on in museums now worldwide, where people want to give credit to students if they see a painting in situ, like they actually stand in front of a painting and look at it. This is something you can only do if you're filthy rich. The students who are interested in art, who sit in the slum on the trash hill of plastic bags with the system Madonna from Dresden on it, they have seen the paintings too, and they get no credit. And there's a zillion of examples like this. So how do we deal with the people who don't have access to the sophistication of this technology?
So in principle, we want to make it as easily accessible as possible, right? So through smartphones, most people in the world at this point have some sort of mobile phone, not necessarily a smartphone, but you want to kind of make it just easy to understand with a very self-explanatory user interface and also easy to access. We cannot guarantee it at this point that it will be 100% inclusive, but the idea is that we, through like offering this as a service to everybody and not like controlling it, it will be a system that is also decentralized in its governance. You don't create any kind of artificial hurdle for any group to join it, right? So it's, you could say we try to keep it equal, but you could say, okay, the world is not equal, so the chances are not equal to use it. This is what we also try to do, kind of a special spin or a good spin already with starting with some of the flagship projects that or use cases that we're implementing.
I've got 3 short questions, perhaps 4.
People will probably feel good about having a good score with multidimensional values, and it will serve as an image score. But what is the principal difference to a citizen score?
Yeah, this is usually the question that pops up, and I think it's 2 main differences, right? So one is this is not controlled by anybody. This is bottom up as compared to top down in China. So in China it's based on surveillance and on top down order and control. And this is like for anybody to join, for anybody to define the different positive actions. There will be a voting procedure that is involved where you vote the different tokens into what is called the token curated registry. So it's very close to a direct democratic process about what are the good actions that actually should be included or not. And on the other hand, it's also data is not kind of stored anywhere in a central place where somebody would have the power to have a profile value or anything like that. So we see it as actually as a complete counter idea to the citizen score, not in terms of the idea to have sustainable actions, but in terms of how the design of the whole system is.
Coordination rather than a control system.
Okay, Jan, you had a question? Or?
Yeah, I just like had a comment, and it's like obsolete already. So to support it, I mean, I'm not involved in this project yet or whatever. So I would say so. German brain. So our brain works not like that. We have like one currency for motivation. So it's multi-dimensional. I think the system sort of represents this. Obviously, money. The main thing is like it's very convenient, so you can use it for other things. So like advantages and disadvantages, and this will not probably not save the world, but it has like one first step to have this multi-dimensional incentive to participate in different things. So I think obviously there are like many aspects you can attack the system, but we first have to build something, and then the next step would be to make it better and to learn from the experience. So that's my comment also to the criticism before, without knowing much about the system.
Yeah, so money has a very important function, right? But we reached the point, at least in our society, where we can hardly ever emancipate ourselves from thinking in terms of money. And this makes things sometimes very complicated. And when we talk to people about these tokens, they often ask us, so but who is funding them, right? Who's putting the money in for these tokens? You have to think in different terms, right? The tokens are created through an action, and they gain value through the acceptance of these tokens and through just like having symbolic value in other cases.
Yeah. It could solve an old problem that was formulated, I think, 30 years ago by a political theorist from Princeton. The spheres of justice, it's Michael Walzer, and he said he had this idea that we need complex equality, where you cannot capitalize over a certain advantage that you have created in one sector of society. You have done great for yourself in the market, and now suddenly you can take that and do well in another sphere that has nothing to do with it. You can buy a university degree, or you can buy a seat in parliament. So he said that's what we would like to prevent. We want to keep those sectors that have their own value logic intact and prevent a kind of cross-contamination. So we need that value to be located there. There you have done well, there, and that needs to be respected, but not necessarily be able to carry that over into another sphere and convert it into an advantage there. So that, I think that is really a great, interesting experiment. Yeah.
I think your idea is brilliant. I particularly work connecting ideas like this at the Earth system scale. But the question is, how can you scale it up? What incentives could trigger a scale up of your initiatives? What can you capitalize in? So reputation, the needs of certain populations, what else is there that you can use to scale this initiative up?
Yeah, this is the heel of most scientific projects, I would say. So this is what we think about a lot. And one of the main things that we do, there are three things that we're doing. One is through this blockchain school for sustainability. We invite a lot of students from all around the world, and we kind of let them know about this idea and let them work. And at least with some of them, we reached the goal that they work along these ideas also in the institutions that they come from. And the second thing is that we have these two use cases. The WWF is like a very well-known NGO that has potentially a lot of power in terms of communication. So if this works well, we might have a good outreach. And the third thing is the Climate City Cup. So the Climate City Cup will also be seeing some kind of exercise to try scaling. These are maybe the same people that we can reach, the ones that are willing to contribute measurements for something like the Climate City Cup, and then you reach out to these people and say, now if you want, you can also earn some tokens for that, and you can start designing your own kind of actions. Then we want this to become something like a more viral movement, but I would like to say we have a clear roadmap and the power and possibility to scale this for sure. But if you have ideas about that and how to scale it, we'd be certainly happy to talk to you.
Just one thing, I mean, that's a nature-inspired approach, right? I mean, nature, ecosystem, also our body don't know an equivalent of dollars or euros. They work through multidimensional feedback loops and they work wonderfully. So I think we could learn a lot to become more sustainable by looking into how these systems work.
Good. So thank you very much, Martin, Stefan. And now we're moving on to the next speaker.